Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on my channel. So today we are building a house in Willow Creek. It's a little bit different today because this is a house for my current household. So I was just playing with my siblings and I was building them a new house because I have a retail store right next to this lot and I'd made quite a bit of money, so I decided to build them a new house. So I thought I'd just record it and upload it because I really liked the way it turned out. So I recorded it to see if it would be any good, and I really liked it, so I thought I would upload it. So right now I'm just building the structure. It's not a huge house because I'm just playing with two sims, so it only has one bedroom, but that's really all I needed for my current household. It's more of a traditional style than a modern style. Here I'm just adding the roofs and all that kind of different stuff. I did actually start building it before, and then I was really liking the way it was turning out, so I thought it'd be really fun to make a video, so I kind of bulldozed it and then started again, but I hadn't really got very far. I think I got up to about this point here. So as you can see, I sort of went for that sort of white picket fence kind of look. We don't really have a white picket fence in The Sims 4, but it's pretty similar, so I went for that. And then here I'm just adding the floor plan. Upstairs is where the master bedroom is, and there's a bathroom up there. And that's all that's actually upstairs, and everything else is on the ground floor. So here I'm just adding like the windows and stuff, and then I'm gonna just fiddle around with like the roof and stuff, and then we're gonna get onto some landscaping in a minute. So this house turns out to be not that expensive, I don't think. I think it would be like a good second house after your starter house. I do use some more expensive items, I guess, but I'm quite far along with my Sims, so that's probably why. So here I'm just adding in all doors and windows and stuff, and then I'm going to start on some landscaping. Up here it's adding a double door to the master suite, which, like I said, is the only bedroom. And here I'm adding some wallpaper and stuff. I went for bricks because I went for that more traditional style, so I was going to change foundation, and then it's so little that I just thought plain white foundation would be fine anyway. So here I'm adding landscaping to the front. I've got a tree, and then I'm adding some different kind of shrubs and stuff and some rocks, and then I'm going to add some more flowers. And I think I do actually come back here and alter this a bit later because the video cuts out in a second, and then I come back a bit later and I change all the flowers and stuff to be more pink and stuff like that. I don't know why, I just thought it went better with the neighbourhood that I was in. So here I'm adding a tree to the back and adding some little flowers. Here are those flowers that I was talking about. I really like those flowers, they just look really sort of realistic, I think. So I'm just adding some rocks and stuff and some terrain paint underneath. I always like to add some terrain paint underneath just to make it look more natural, because you don't have perfectly green grass underneath where flowers go. You know, it gets a bit sort of muddy or whatever where you water them and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just adding in a bunch of different shrubs and flowers and making it look very sort of very suburban. And then adding in some rocks and stuff to make it look a bit more natural, and again with that terrain paint. Then I was going through it, flicking through the foundation paints again, but I just decided to leave it the normal one that it is. It's just like white foundation with that edging. And then I'm just adding in some little activities, obviously, like I said, because this is my current household. Usually I wouldn't add stuff like this in, but this is the stuff that my Sims use. So I've got a little woodworking bench out back there. And now we're moving on to the inside, where I'm just laying down some flooring. Now I go through quite a few different types of flooring and wallpaper and all that kind of stuff. I just couldn't make up my mind what I wanted. I was just like so indecisive on what colours I wanted to go for and stuff. I wanted to try and make it look something like a bit different, because obviously we don't have Create a Sim. It's a bit more difficult to come up with like a unique design for each of your houses every time. So I was going through all the different types of flooring, and I could not make up my mind on what tiles to use in the kitchen and all that kind of stuff. So I'm just going through a bunch of different ones, and I've been really feeling dark floor lately, like a dark wooden floor lately on a lot of my houses that I've been playing in. But so I put that in straight away, but I do actually change it up and do something a little bit different, I think. So here I'm going through different wallpapers and stuff. Again, this is changes, I think that might be the floor that I stick with, actually, I'm not sure. But yeah, going through some different wallpapers, trying to find something a bit different, because I always use this one I'm about to put down. I always use this one because I like the edging, and I do actually go for that in the end, different colour. But I was trying to find something a little different, but I think that one worked the best in the end, so I do go for that. Obviously, I usually kind of know what I'm going to go with when I'm building like a speed build house, as this is obviously for my Sims. So I was really trying to find something a bit different to play in, but I couldn't make up my mind. I think I go for something like this, something similar. And I really wanted to make use of the cool cabinet features where they sort of can clip around the outside of walls, so I built a funky shape in the kitchen. And I really like how that looks, so just going through and changing all the tiles and stuff. Here I am still being really indecisive with what ones to go for, and I put that wooden flooring inside the kitchen, as you can see, and then I go for, I think I stick with these tiles in the end. Really plain, but they've got a bit of detail in them, and a bit more traditional obviously, because that's the kind of style of the house. It's kind of a, on the inside it's kind of modern, kind of traditional. It's a bit of a mixture. So, but yeah, I really like the way it turned out. And then I'm using that fridge, that's my favourite fridge. You do have to use the unlock cheat to get it, but it's like, it's the nicest looking one without spending 14,000 simoleons on the other one. That's just ridiculous. So I didn't want this house to be ridiculous money to buy. And obviously I do only have limited funds since I am building with a budget, because I'm building with my household. But as you can see down in the corner, I've got like 40 something thousand simoleons, so I do have quite a lot of money to spend, so it's not too bad. And just sticking in some little decorative items like these pans on the wall there. I actually really like those pans, because I don't like the ones that hang from the ceiling, because they get in the way when you're playing, as far as I'm concerned. So I went for those, which I only found the other day, and I really like those. So adding some little orange accents like that rug, and now moving on to the main living space. And again, I'm going to change the wallpaper, and we do actually go for this wallpaper in the end, and this is the final colours. So I go through a few different ones here, but I do change it back to that blue that we just had a second ago, because I felt like that works really well with the orange accents that I had in the kitchen. So that's what I go for in the end. And now I'm just adding a little sort of table for when you come in to put like your keys on or whatever. And I add some mirrors here, because I always like to have like a table and some mirrors just before the entrance or near the entrance. You know, sort of more realistic look. You kind of just check, make sure you look alright, or check your hair or whatever before you leave the house. And obviously grab your keys and whatever else you might need. Now I'm adding in a dining table. I'm using a small table at the moment, because I'm just feeling small tables at the moment in a lot of my houses. So I go for that, and I put a little rug underneath. And then I'm going through all the chairs here, and I'm just so sick of using all the same chairs. So I go through the outdoor section and look through all these chairs, but I couldn't find anything. And then I go into the sort of other chairs, and I find this chair that came with Get to Work. And it's kind of supposed to be used for like the police station. I just felt like it gave a really nice kind of kitchen chair vibe, so I kind of go for that. So, but I really, really like the way this looks. So yeah, I've sort of run with that. And then it's got sort of cream seats. So I go for like creamy kind of coloured sofas. And this is sort of the TV section in the living room. And then I use this Get to Work couch and these Get to Work chairs. Quite a lot of Get to Work stuff in here, but obviously it's nice to have newish stuff. Talking of new stuff, the new stuff pack, luxury party stuff, came out yesterday. And yeah, I like a lot of the stuff that came in that. It wasn't too bad at all, it was really good. Not as many items as we usually get from stuff pack in previous games, but it wasn't as expensive either, so I was really happy with that. So yeah, and now I'm just adding a coffee table to put the TV and stuff on, and again you can see like orange accents on that plant over there, just to sort of tie everything in, because it's quite sort of open planned. I wanted the whole sort of room and colours to flow, although there's different colours. Obviously the living room is blue, but I wanted it to flow sort of thing. So I found the staircase to be quite dark, so I actually come and lighten this up a little bit and put some white railings on there, and then I stick in another little light over there just to lighten up the area. And I actually really like the way this downstairs area turned out. So we're moving upstairs now to the mini hallway. I don't put anything in the hallway just because it's so small, I thought it was pointless. Just adding in the doors and stuff, and then I start on the bathroom, which is kind of like the ensuite, but I do have a little door to it on the hallway, just, you know, so you can get to it from there as well. I go for like a brown and white theme in here, I think, yeah. So just putting in the mirror and stuff, and trying to find some little decorative items to pop around, so put some little hand towels and some toilet roll and stuff. And I do go to put these towels in, but it's being a nightmare with Move Objects, so I decided not to do that in the end. And then I'm going through a bunch of different ideas here, trying to find something. I put in a little laundry basket and then a little rug, so you can see that brown thing coming in. And then I'm just putting some little flowers or something, I think, and some little sort of decorative items on the other side, like little toothbrushes and stuff like that. And then I'm moving on to the master bedroom, where I put down carpet, because I think it's nice to have carpet in the master. And then I use like this sort of paneling. The master bedroom is a lot more modern than the rest of the house, but I wanted, again, just to go for something really different. So There's that panelling. I kind of go for a lightish kind of wood colour. I really like that, and then I put in this nice modern bed because they had the cheapest modern bed before, so I thought I'd put in a more expensive one. It's, you know, they sleep quicker and it's nicer for when they wake up and don't have such a sore back and all that kind of rubbish. So using my favourite lamps there, which also came from Get to Work, and then I'm putting in a little study area over here because I don't have a study area downstairs and I need a computer, so. And then I'm putting in an art easel because my lady actually is an artist. That's how we got this far with the money and everything. I had her level up her art skill. She's level 10, and it actually makes you so much money when you get to level 10 because you can just keep painting, and a lot of the time it's masterpieces and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, just adding in an easel down there, and then I'm back up here in the master suite, adding in a little chair in the corner there, and adding a few little decorative knickknacks over here, and then I think I add some curtains as well. And then we move downstairs to the bathroom. Yep, here we are, and I'm adding in some sort of tiles, or I'll go for wooden floor in here actually, yeah. And then I'm adding like this sort of I do like a half tile, half paint kind of wallpaper, and then just adding in all sorts of different bits here, like showers and stuff. I always like to have. I don't like bathrooms in The Sims to have just a toilet and a sink. I always like to have a shower because I think it's just easier when playing the game and stuff. So yeah, that is everything on this house all finished. I'm just going to some screenshots here. So if you'd like to download this house, you can. The link is in the description to my gallery page. And I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.